Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Thank you to the crowd. Really do appreciate it. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. This is episode number 212. As always, I am Robert Villa, and with me, my boys, Mark Ambu Miller, David Rodriguez, and of course, Rudy Lara. How's it going, fellas?
Not too bad. How are you?
It's a long
Hey,
week,
you know what, man?
but it's going by fast.
It-
That
Yeah,
makes
Rudy
it
forgot
you
it's
just took
Thursday.
you just took the words out of my mouth, Rudy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Thursday came
tired.
pretty fast this week. So, yeah, I think all of us
Yeah.
are feeling it. But, hey, we're right where we need to be. Right on time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, before we get started, let's do our quick shout outs to HKA USA. Go to hkusa.com. They support us and fighters. So go check them out. Also to our streaming partners, Triller TV, Flow Combat, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. And a shout out to all the promotions that we work very closely: Brave Combat, Fight World MMA, XFN, PFL, and a whole other shit ton of promotions that we work with. So if you want to find out who we partnered with, just go to the fightbookmma.com and check it out. If you want to get a nice supplements for your workouts or for the daily living, go to our friends at Foxhound Fuel. Go to foxhoundfuel.com or scan the QR code that is there on our screen and use our discount code FBMMA so you can get 20% off your purchase.
Oh, and you know what?
And
Worth noting, if you do purchase supplements from Foxhound Fuel, you won't flag for Osterine. We will get to that later.
that is 100% accurate. And
Yeah.
scan that QR code right there and get a sample pack. Pick which one you like, and then you just buy the whole bottle. So go check it out. Also, to the fellas, if you want to buy some comfortable underwear, go to johntyler.com or scan the QR code. Use our discount code in all caps, FIGHTBOOK, and you'll get 20% off your purchase. Rudy, who's our other partner, bro?
Our other partner is Shell Shock CBD, shellshockcbd.com. You can actually get 15% off your first order and save our coupon code FBMMA for an additional 10% off all of your CBD Delta 8, Delta 9 needs. They've got edibles. They've got CBD lube.
Yeah, that's
they have
the
a
most
starter
popular.
pack. It's the most popular one. So again, 15% off right now. You can always use the code FBMMA for an additional 10% off after your first order. So check them out.
Hell you. Hell you. And if you want to support the website and or the podcast, hit the QR code there. Well, that's for the bundle deal for the THC. There you go. Scan that QR code, buy us a cup of coffee or not. Donate whatever you can. That will all go straight to the stream and to the website. We don't make a penny, guys. We don't. We make $0 off everything that you see here. It all goes back to the site and to the podcast. So the more you
And
donate,
to,
the more that we can support what we're doing here.
that way we can all buy a BMF belt like Rudy. Or I don't know if Rudy's got it.
Does Rudy got the BMF
He's
belt?
got it.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Check it out, folks.
No, he
Hell
did it.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Get it out if I can get it out. All right. So Now I
Jesus
can walk around and tell everybody
The official
bad
unveiling. There it is.
the official
Episode 212.
the bad motherfucker belt. Look at that. Look at I got the newest
Hell
UFC right there.
yeah.
I got the old one right over there, and now I got the bad motherfucker belt.
Bro, you
That
need
is
to
one.
start hanging it in the
That's
back
awesome.
somewhere, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to. But man, I love this belt. This one's badass. You guys should have never mentioned it to me because I had to buy it. You know me,
Yeah.
man. I'm a
Yeah,
fan. I'm
well,
a real fight fan.
I've seen it. I've seen it a long time ago when it first came out. That it was on the website.
Oh yeah, nobody asked you.
Wow.
Until David had to mention it.
Bro, look at that. Look
Real
at that.
fight fan
That
shit.
shit's
Real fight fan shit,
badass.
bro. Look, drinking that Prime Energy, the UFC swag, all 3 UFC belts. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm coming for your belts, Pereira. After you knock out Ton Aspinall, I'm gonna go get all 3 of your belts
Tabernacle.
Hey,
and hang them on my wall.
you know what you're missing is the Fight Book MMA belt.
Yeah.
I'm missing a life apparently.
No, you're missing a can of Bud Light and a fucking McGregor's whiskey though too. So
And a tattoo of Sean Strickland and jorts.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But other than
All
that,
right,
you got
guys.
all the bases covered though. I mean, there's still levels though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be a real fight fan.
We got
you know?
levels. Yeah.
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah, there is. All right, guys, let's do the announcements of the events that are happening this weekend in the MMA, kickboxing, grappling, Muay Thai category. Mine and Rudy's favorite event every Friday morning, One Fight Night 22, Sundell
Yeah.
versus Diashkova. I'll have that live stream at the website and also the live results. And also we have LFA 183.
185 isn't? Oh yeah, it is 183.
No, it's 183. Yep,
Yeah.
LFA 183. And our friends over there in Rhode Island, CES MMA 77. Charles Rosa versus Josh Harvey. That's going to
Oh
be
yeah,
streaming live at the website.
yeah. We're Jared Kelly. If you're listening, why are you not covering that event? You sir are not a real fight fan.
He's a hater,
Yeah.
dude. Jared's one of the
hater.
biggest haters ever.
And we got live also at the website on Saturday, 971 Fighting Championship. Mohamed Fakardine versus Gianni Mello. That's going to be streaming live at the website. And our friends across the pond, Octagon 57. That's also happening on Saturday. And of course, UFC 301, Pandoja versus Ursig.
Did you say Octomom?
Octomom.
You ever finger blast the Octomom in the octagon?
Damn, Roberto. The hell's wrong with you, dude?
Oh, my bad. All right. In the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category on Saturday, May 4th in Las Vegas, live on the zone. Title fight. This one is the talk of the week. Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. This is a 12-rounder for Alvarez's super middleweight undisputed championship. We'll be talking about that fight later on tonight and the happenings leading up to that event.
They're pretty
Also-
hilarious. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah.
It's been,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and you know what, dude? Hats off to boxing. Lately, it's been really exciting. You know, seeing Ngannou get starched, seeing Ryan Garcia go out there and put on a show.
Oh, yeah.
And
We'll
then-
talk about all that.
And then another show outside of the cage, and then you know, the build up to that fight, and then now Canelo Alvarez. You know, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. It's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, you know what I think too, guys. This is the first time Canelo's been fighting where I haven't had the background of Canelo's first time ever in like
Oh,
5-6
take it
years. So
Take it
Gonna lose
everywhere.
that.
That's true. Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's okay. That's all right. It's all good. Also on Saturday, May 4th, live in Osaka, Japan. This is going to be a title fight. Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Ryosuke Nishida.
What?
I know. This is a
There's
12
always
rounder
one.
for.
Yeah, no matter what, there's always one. Rob
There's
nails it
always-
though. It's like, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
for Rodriguez's IBF Bantamweight title. Guys, we never mention it, but there's going to be an event on Monday live on ESPN Plus. They're going to have 4 title fights on. So it's going to be live on Tokyo. So obviously it's going to be live on Monday for us, Sunday for them,
Is it?
or something like that.
I
I don't
no,
know.
I think you're wrong on
Sunday
that.
for us. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo day for us, but over there, yeah.
Well, it showed for Monday here in the States. So
It won't be
I don't
Sunday
know.
there, will it?
I don't know, bro. It's probably Tuesday for them.
I don't know anything about international travel.
So the first title fight is going to be Naoya Inoue versus Luis
What?
Neri for Inoue's junior featherweight undisputed championship. The next title fight, Takuma Inoue versus Sho Ishida for
That's
Inoue's
better.
WBA bantamweight title. The
Isn't it
next title
Inoue?
fight, Inoue. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Inoue. The next title fight is Jason Maloney versus Yoshiki Takei.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Maloney's WBO
Maloney.
bantamweight title. And the last one is Ciego Yuri Aku versus Taku Kuwahara.
Damn, not a
I
single
know.
Mexican dude.
Well, we did
Just,
have
yeah.
one.
We didn't really?
No.
Okay.
No,
I don't
guess
think
we
so.
didn't.
No.
This is for a 12-rounder for Yuri Akui's WBA flyweight title. Wow. That is a lot of title fights this coming weekend. Every single fight that I announced for the boxing is nothing but title fights. So,
Good.
David, what do we always say?
If you're not watching every single second of every round, of every fight, of every event that Rob just mentioned, have that BMF belt draped over your shoulder, Bud Light in hand, defending Conor McGregor's legacy on Twitter, you know what you need to be doing. Not a real fight fan. And
Not
if
a real fight
Monday,
fan, folks.
what's the event on Monday, Rob? Is at 5 a.m. Eastern. So if you don't call in to
Yeah.
work and stay up all night and watch every one of those fights on ESPN Plus, not a real boxing fan.
Not a
You don't know
real
shit about boxing
fan.
fan.
And you
No,
got to be doing the
man.
Fuck It Friday challenge. Just because that event's on a Monday, no excuse. You got to do the Fuck It Friday challenge.
Yep. Hey,
And
you
if
know
you're
what?
a real fight fan, you'll DM Dana White on the download like, hey, what's this week's Friday challenge? Just to be on the up and up, and he'll give it to you. Trust me.
Yeah,
And
there's also another.
I was a real fight fan last week. I covered Ryzen 46.
Oh, real fight fan. Yeah.
Monday
Sure.
at 3, it was like around 3 a.m. and I was doing all the live results and it finished around 6 a.m. ready for me to go to work.
Perfect.
And also, too, worth noting, like if your tweets don't show up on the UFC broadcast, you're not a real fight fan, too. So
No.
that has to happen. So, but
It's true.
hey, Rob, the Ryzen event, I totally forgot. Like, I'll admit, I wasn't a real fight fan. Like, I was, yeah. Like, I probably could have pulled it up on my phone. But yeah, once you guys I seen you all in the chat, and I was like, oh shit. Well, there was a Ryzen event. I just, you got to make that full dedication. So I didn't do it. I'm calling myself out. I'm first to call myself out for not being a real fight fan. So.
Dang.
Dude, I love this belt.
I gotta do the
That's a
same because
BMF
I did not watch
Hey,
a single
and
event last
honestly,
weekend.
you guys want to know how I got this belt, dude? I challenged Max Holloway to a street fight, and I beat him. I mean, how do you think I got this belt? And he's a man of his word. He's a man of his word. He gave it to me right then and there. And who knows? Maybe 305 might run it back
At the Sphere.
at the Sphere, bro. At the Sphere.
Mexican
Cinco de
Independence
Mayo.
Day.
Hell yeah, dude. Me and
Yeah.
Marab are gonna mop the floor.
Oh yeah, Marab. Marab's an official Mexican now, right? He's officially Mexican.
He's
Yeah,
official
he's
Mexican.
an official Mexican.
You guys want to see that video?
Yeah, he's with the muchachos. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
throw it up, man. Throw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, folks. It's hilarious. Let me
Yeah, he's
toss
been.
this shit up on here.
He honestly needs to get those pointy like boots, those custom ones that curl up and shit, and like do a video with that. Because like
Oh,
Rob's,
the sacapapas, that's what we call them. And they're like, what do you call them
Yeah.
that? Because you sacapapas. You take the potatoes out the ground.
Hell yeah, bro.
Check out Marab.
¿Cómo estás, compa?
Hey, Rob, ¿cómo estás?
Todo bien.
Estaba aquí nomás trabajando con los muchachos. ¿Te gusta?
Sí, todo está bien, pero necesita estar más grande. Este cabrón está alto.
Muchachos, necesitamos el hoyo más grande, porque el enano eres a cabrón.
Sean, I know you want to fight in September. Let's make this fight happen for my people. And Mexica's Independence Day. Capron, let's go.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome.
man. And I mean, yeah, like it's Marab's time to get the shot. You know, like I need to somehow catch up with that man out in the desert and like do an interview with the cowboy hat, boots, and all. And
Yes.
Yes, you do.
yeah, that's very necessary.
Very necessary.
Super.
Not
necessary.
super, very necessary.
Very.
Very.
Not super, just very.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we had a UFC event last weekend. UFC on ESPN 55. Nicolau versus Perez. What do you guys grade that event?
It's like a 5.
I give it a 5,
5.3.
man.
A 5, bro. I give it a 5.
It was a strange event. I was sad that my boy Tim Means against Uros Medic. Uros Medic was caught him with that slick uppercut, like nasty, man. Like Uros Medic, he's nasty, man. Like I think what he fought World by, or who was the guy he fought, Rudy? Like the Kazakhstan guy, right? That beat him.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
beat
big,
he
big
fought
underdog.
Uruguay,
Yeah.
dude.
And that guy's fighting this weekend. Like that dude's a straight killer. I think Uros Medic took the fight on short notice, and then look at what happens in a full camp. And like, you know, Tim Means is as tough as they come, but yeah, man, he made it look so damn easy. And like, man, Tim's just a dog, man. He's gonna go in there and he says it every time. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get in the fight. I'm gonna get my check and I'm gonna go back home to New Mexico.
Yep.
You know, just
Yep.
So, but yeah, unfortunate that Tim took the loss. But yeah, man, Alex Perez in the main event. There was a point in the round, I think, in between rounds, Coach Oyama like kind of told him like you're faster than Nicolau. Like he's like he's a little bit afraid, like he's gonna be gun shy after that moment, man. Because Alex Perez, the way he was moving around, he looked good. Like I haven't had a good track record of picking his fights correctly. I did pick Nicolau, but yeah, Perez, man, he beat a top contender in Nicolau. So he's right there in that division. Flyweight, you're normally 2 fights away from the belt. You know what I mean? So he put himself in a good position and a pretty big upset too, right, Rudy?
Yeah, man, it was a huge upset. He was an underdog, a big underdog coming in on short notice. And yeah, man, hats off to him. I think this event, I probably would have scored it a 7 had our boys won. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Nicolau and Tim Means, probably 7 or 8. But it kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth, and then all the decisions, and I don't know, man. It just, I was happy for Perez. That was an awesome KO, man.
Oh my God, yes, dude.
Hate to see a friend get knocked out like that, but yeah, man, this is it was a good event, but just a lot of decisions, bro. A lot of decisions.
You know, and it's crazy because and it's
Hmm.
crazy because we normally, when we get these fight nights that are after a badass pay-per-view, you would think that they would want to put on a better show, and it usually happens that it goes that way, where the fight nights are just as good as the pay-per-view. Not this one.
It wasn't
Yeah,
good. It wasn't great. It was just all right.
Yep.
Yeah, and they already rebooked Alex Perez to fight Ulan Bekhtov, so that's a pretty dope matchup there. Where like one of those guys may in fact be, you know, right there in line for the title. Ulan Bekhtov's pretty damn solid at flyweight and low key killer, and you know Alex Perez put himself in a good position. You defeating a guy in Nicolau who's always got a top ranking, a top number by his name. So, what did you guys? Well, do you guys think Bogdan Guskov versus Anthony Smith is necessary next? Because I mean, he's kind of, speaking of low key killers, like this guy keeps.
I mean, Anthony Smith's making a quick turnaround after this fight this weekend.
Yeah, Smith is fighting. Smith is fighting this weekend. But that'd be a cool fight, dude. To see that happen.
Yeah.
Man, Guskov's a killer, bro. Like, well, Anthony Smith is veteran in the game, but they're gonna kind of like the trajectory of Guskov though, like up against Spawn, like that's a quality win right there for him, like biggest win of his career, and he's right there too. He's gonna fight nothing but the top competition after that. So,
and going back to Bogdan Guskov versus Anthony Smith, I don't see that happening. I think Anthony Smith is probably gonna get starched, bro, and that'll be the last time we see him in the UFC.
Yeah,
you may be right.
Oh, it's going to go bad.
I think. Well, speaking of the last time in the UFC, Austin Lane, I think it's kind of safe to say he's bound for bare knuckle, right? BKFC or I don't know.
Lane and Span, both of them are going. Guaranteed.
Hey.
Yeah, Jonata Deniz, we kind of seen that coming because, I mean, the way Austin Lane's fights have been going, like he gets in there and he's chinny, but it's heavyweight, and like the guy just goes in there and throws bombs. So he might, in fact, like I said, stamped his papers to BKFC at this point, but not a surprise there. Karini Silva, Ariane Lipski showed toughness and actually going to a decision. I expected that fight to be a finish at some point for Karini Silva, but she's actually right there in line for the title. Like if she doesn't get the shot next, she's one fight away.
That fight was a sandwich. There was a lot of sandwich fights. Pearson Onama, sandwich fight for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Hubbard Figlak, sandwich fight. Pretty much Dontel Mays and Kyle Machado. That was a sandwich fight, dude. Marnik Mann and Souza. That one was kind of funny. I mean, a little better than a sandwich fight. But Chris Padilla, the Ghost Killer. The Ghost Killer. That should be his nickname, bro. Chris Padilla, the Ghost Killer. He killed Patrick Swayze in the movie Ghost, and he killed James Lontop that last weekend and beat him first round submission. Hats off to that dude. Huge underdog coming in on short notice. Two people we'll probably never see again, Liang Na and Gabriel Benitez. I think they punched their ticket. Gabriel might still have another fight or two. I don't know, man, his contract situation, but I think he was on a 2-fight losing streak, and Liang Na was on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak. She's never won in the UFC. So, but the crazy thing was she was winning that fight. That one was actually entertaining for a while. Ivana Petrovic was getting her ass beat. And Mahashate, I don't think he won that fight, dude. It was a split decision, real close. But I don't know, man.
Also,
didn't really get a good taste in my mouth, this event.
Yep.
Yeah, not at all. And I honestly want to regrade the card. I'm going to say it's a 4.7 because, there was plenty of sandwiches. And you got to add Ronnie Yaya in the cutting board. I think he's done.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I picked him. My heart was with Ronnie Yaya. I kind of knew Victor Henry would go in there and piece him up. And Victor Henry's a motherfucker, man. I cannot pick his fights correctly, but Ronnie Yaya just looked. His better days had passed. I mean, we all know his past victories to get the takedown and get a submission didn't happen early. Victor Henry picked him apart, but it's safe to say,
I think Span's on a. Oh no, yeah, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, dude. So we might not see him again either. So, like I said last week, dude, this is going to be a pink slip heavy event, and I think we're going to see a couple of these guys gone.
All going to be gone.
Yeah. Quick thoughts here on the chat. Our boy Ravi Gaya, he said that Smith complains too much. Petrino for the TKO, and that Pettis was sharp, but the card sucked. And to answer your question between who I picked between Whitaker and Chimaev, I'm going to pick Whitaker.
Oh, yeah, that fight coming up. Yeah, I've seen the MVP training with Chimaev, too, some photos today. But, I mean,
that guy still got Whitaker, man. Bobby Knuckles is...
But Ryan Spahn, it's kind of... I think Ryan Spahn might find himself fighting... Derek Brunson, right? And like PFL, right? There you go. There's your matchup.
Yeah.
And like 3 months from now, if that happens, there you go. I threw it out there. You're welcome, PFL matchmakers.
Hey,
So,
it's gonna happen. They're always listening.
hey,
Always
PFL needs
listening.
people. I mean, they need them.
Yeah, they do. They need them bad.
So, but honestly, overall, 4.7, solid. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'll
5
still
for
give it
me.
a 5. I'll still give it a 5 just to be nice.
Yep.
That's a pretty low grade. Like I think the
Yeah,
last
it
like
is.
5 and 5. This has got to be the lowest, and I usually
Yeah.
sort
Go 5
of
and a
lower
half.
than you guys, but yeah. But yeah, definitely
Those are pretty good.
not the most exciting card, and I think next week's card's kind of the same deal with what is it, Derek Lewis and Nascimento. Like, where's the brother for that one, right, Rudy? You need to cue that
Yeah,
up.
brother. Ooh. Ooh, brother.
Yeah, that's a brother card if I ever seen one. But
Do I even have that?
Nope.
I thought you did. Wow,
I thought
it
I
needs to
did.
be added. Yeah,
Oh, here we
But-
go with outside the fake news time.
but I think it's that time. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That time.
It is that time.
Cage News.
All right. Well, thanks to Mark, I was reminded that this is actually happening now, and I don't know if it's completely sold, but Vince McMahon has put his last stock or the amount of WWE stock TKO out there for sale. I'm sure it's going to be bought by China, but or it's already owned by China or whatever, the Middle East. But an end of an era. Vinnie Mac. He said he would always be, until he's dead, he'd be in charge and be the man. But we know the whole thing about his 86-page report on whatever the fuck's gonna happen with that. Like, that's just a nightmare coming for him. But
It is.
yeah, end of an era, man.
It is.
Vinnie
He brought us
Mac.
WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, he brought us WrestleMania, tons of amazing events and all kinds of shit, but this shit's gonna haunt him now. He was the first person to buy out his competition before it was cool. Don't forget the Kiss Mask Club either. And now,
Wasn't he? Aren't there talks of him creating a different
there is talk that
wrestling
he
organization?
might create a new organization next year, but I can also see him buying one as well, like possibly buying out NWA TNA or TNA.
Holy crap, bro! Look
buy
at
out
this
Tony
guy.
Khan.
He looks
Never
like
know.
he looks like a freaking vampire, dude. Holy crap!
If he ends
But,
up living for like another 50 years, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, this
But the
dude is
stuff
like
that's in the lawsuits
this
is
guy
just-
is
it's not
is
good.
like living on adrenochrome or some shit. Look at this dude.
It's
Bro.
not good, though. You know what I mean? It's a bad way to end his legacy.
Like,
That's all I
how
gotta
old is
say.
he?
I think he's in his 70s, I believe, right?
70s?
He's probably
60s or
almost
70s,
80, but
60s or early 70s, I believe.
yeah, because if he ends up, like I said, living to another 50 years, like, he might in fact be like the first like human cyborg, and then he just continues
Oh,
to
he
run.
You know
like
what? I
some
got
type
an
of-
idea.
yeah.
I got an idea, dude. Movie
Oh.
casting. Give Vince McMahon, hear me out. Vince McMahon as Gomez Adams and Alex Pereira as Lurch. Huh?
That's
That's
great.
pretty good, right?
I love
That's
that.
pretty good.
That's awesome.
That would be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, because Vince, honestly, like, I mean, the guy's got tons of money, and like the money it's crazy that the situation he ended up in too. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. It's going to be played out over as long as they can fucking avoid that
Yeah,
shit
stretch
for
this
a
out
couple
so
years.
long.
Yeah, it'll be maybe 2-3 years before that even goes down. And until then, he could become a human fucking cyborg and just live forever. Like, there might even be like a Simpsons episode that like foretold this happening. It just has
Well, they will. I'm sure they
a
have.
character on there that's like runs a wrestling promotion, and he's like part robot. You know what I mean? So it could happen.
Exactly. That's a
All
shitty
right,
end.
it's gonna happen.
That's a shitty end. That's all. I almost feel bad for him, but not really.
I don't feel bad for him.
He made his bed. Now he's got to lay in it.
I think
Whatever that means.
yeah,
That's a saying, Rudy.
but
It's a saying.
also
Yes.
Is it?
Maybe especially in Canada. I don't know.
It's an expression in Canada.
I didn't know you were gay.
Fuck you.
Who you telling that to, bro? Damn.
But speaking of buying and selling, last weekend, the biggest news in the entire world Combat
No.
Sports World.
It is not.
I
I already know. I already know what you're gonna say, and it is not.
No, it's biggest combat sports news in the history. Let's put it that way of combat sports. Conor McGregor, part owner. He probably just owns the whole shit, but they're like, yeah, I'll just say part owner because Conor owns that shit. Otherwise, they'd go bankrupt. The new part owner of BKFC, Conor McGregor. Who would have thought? We are in that. This is like Twilight Zone shit, right, Rudy?
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of expected, man. To be honest with you, him showing up to events and everyone kind of wondering, why is he showing up? Is he going to fight? And it was just him selling his product, man. Well, he got his foot in the door with his product, with that first time that he went to the BKFC event, and I guess they started doing good sales or whatever, man, and decided to go even bigger. I don't know. I liked it. It was an awesome event to actually call that. The fight after that announcement was insane. I can show it to you guys. It's only like a minute long. Let me show this fight to you. It was only one round, and it was absolutely insane. Hold on.
Yeah, I got to get that guy on the show.
Perro.
It was Angulo. Let's see.
Yeah, that guy Angulo, that's one tough Mexican right there.
Check
like, Jesus Christ.
This shit out.
Have to land hard and early to set the tone of
this was insane. Insane.
Round number 1. Black trunks for Angulo, white trunks for Riggs.
Look at how Riggs just starts unloading on him, bro. He must have hit him like 100 times. And these are hard shots. Riggs was just breaking his hands on this dude's head and holding the hair. And the ref never saw it. And
Beltran just said, fuck it. Yeah.
God damn.
Look at these
for
guys,
those that
bro.
are just, everybody that's listening to the show.
Right,
yeah, it's like a hockey fight, exactly. Good
the hockey fight.
I've only seen guys fight like that in hockey, bro.
Exactly.
Damn, do you hear that? Look at this one. Look at this right here. This shot. Oh,
shit.
Listen to this shot. Listen.
Well, you can fucking feel those, too. Oh.
Riggs is just dominating this
fight. Oh.
Here it comes.
God
Here
damn.
it comes. Here it comes. Look at this shit, bro. Still holding the hair. Oh. I thought Beltran was going to stop it there. But he was like,
hell no.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Here it comes.
Right? Let them go. Bam!
Bro. That is the most hardcore round in combat sports I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of shit. And that was just hardcore, bro. And to come on the heels of the Conor McGregor announcement, I mean, dude, you couldn't have written that any better. That was beautiful, bro. I think those guys should have gotten a bonus for that shit, like a Conor McGregor bonus.
Dude, let McGregor give them the fucking bonus, man.
Like 100K for that. That was brutal, dude. Brutal.
But overall, but in the end, they only got like $1,000, right? Like,
that's why him buying it is going to be good financially for the company. You know what I mean? They're going to get paid.
A case of bucked up energy drink.
And a T-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, for those that are,
they got paid good, bro. I'm sure they got paid good.
And some stickers to put on your skateboard.
But for those people that are listening to this show, we're referring to, was it Bare Knuckle Mania 4 that took place in Los Angeles, and Angulo Riggs. Yeah, that fight definitely went viral. And I mean, that guy is just a caveman. That's the best chin you'll ever see. Or like, I mean, in Bare Knuckle, like I've seen some crazy fights in Bare Knuckle in MMA period. Like that guy, I don't know what he's made of, man, but I want my truck front bumper reinforced with that man's chin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Jesus.
we need to find out what his skull is made of. He's probably like Wolverine, bro, the Mexican Wolverine. That's what.
Yeah, that dude's straight the fuck up. Yeah, that guy's an unbelievable chin. Like, I mean, we'll see how his next fight goes. I mean, that guy's a brick fucking shit house. You know what I mean? So,
And that fight
yeah.
was like the fight of that event because the main event was just it was booty, bro. Mike Perry went in there and starched fucking Alves. Alves just didn't even want to go. And then Duffy, just basically quit against what's his damn name? Joey's brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rothwell was pissed about that. Yeah. Yeah. There was some weird shit though. What's his name? Broke his arm, like getting knocked down too, right? Or dislocated his elbow.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
So he got fucked up and he's gonna be out for a little bit. But what's cool too is I mentioned the fight on this show, so they must be listening. Remember I said Brian Barberina was cut. He's Mike Perry's next opponent. Like he called Mike Perry out on Twitter. I seen it like the day after we talked about it. So hey man, they be listening and like,
bro. He won't stand a chance.
Just knock him out, just like he's been doing.
But who the fuck is like nobody picked Alves to win that fight. Like I had no confidence whatsoever in Alves.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Mike Perry versus Angulo. That's the fight to make, bro. Imagine that shit. These guys would just break their hands. They just, they'd end up like this at the end of the fight. Yeah.
Oh man.
And
I want that fight.
I want my piece of bucked up energy after this.
Oh man, I want that fight. That Angulo, I got him. I'm picking Angulo. Biggest upset in BKFC history. He takes it.
That's the fight to make, bro. That's a fight to make.
He's been on a roll. I think it's tough to take Perry on that one. I'm sorry. He's just been beating everyone.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Angulo, man.
No, now I want to see it.
Yeah, that dude is the motherfucker, dude. I mean,
if you're listening, make that fight happen.
And that's because the other dude cheated, bro. The other dude cheated. He was holding his hair, and
yeah, he was totally.
He still took that whooping, and he didn't complain, bro. After that, most guys they'd be like, "Hey, they would have contested and been upset," but he was just like, "Oh, I'm glad I'm alive."
Yeah, he's a fucking G, man. That guy's fucking G'd up, though. Yeah, for real. That's because he could have caught. There could have been so many fouls. Like technically, he won the fight just via the fouls. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yep.
I've never because I mean I can't believe there wasn't any like he didn't stop the fight. He was just like fuck it, just let him go. Ended up being like probably one of the best fights, best rounds in the history of BKFC. But yeah, caveman shit right there though.
It was dude. Big time.
Yeah. But from bare knuckle boxing to actual boxing, the big story in the news, everybody knows. Well, the pyramid's got to be raised up for this one. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what did Ryan Garcia say? That his Trump support, where he became a target, and like this is like a whole fucking conspiracy deal. Ryan Garcia popping dirty for Austerine.
I'm not buying it.
My buddy actually took that stuff before too. It's a song.
I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it.
Disappointing though, because it's it's probably not gonna that vacant title match now.
I'm not buying it, bro. I don't believe he was doing anything that he was aware of.
Even more than after the missing weight. So, way to go, douche nozzle.
And I kind of feel bad for him.
Well, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, the way boxing works, like this is like we mentioned, like Ryan Garcia, like boxing needs people like him. Whatever, people probably hate him and shit, whatever. But like, he went out there, beat an undefeated Haney. Nobody gave him a chance. Missed weight, but he drew so much fucking numbers and money. They're like, we got to run this shit back. And technically, he didn't win the fight. Now that they add the whole VADA testing or whatever, like, fuck no, that can't be real. You know what I mean? And we'll never know. We'll never know. Yeah.
Well, no, actually, we do know. I'm about to drop some knowledge on you, dude. So what happened? What happened is that Drake, he found out that Ryan Garcia knew how to rap.
Oh, no.
And Ryan Garcia put out a diss track to Drake. Drake got upset. He called up his homies, the New York State Athletic Commission, and told them, hey, man, this dude's got to pay. I'll pay however much to make him go away. So they dumped a fucking bucket of Ostarine in his piss, and then he popped. And if you don't believe me, just watch this. Just watch this.
That's right.
You'll tell that I'm not lying.
Really gave that boy some beats, he my son. He was sleep on the ground, he did not respond. Call the ambulance, Bill Haney, run. Oh my God, why he laying on the canvas? Somebody get that boy some milk and a sandwich. Told him meet me in the middle, he was dancing. Left hook, right hook, zero chance. Really did it for the kids, not myself. WC, please, someone take his belt. I really.
So I'm telling you, Drake got jealous and he wanted revenge. So that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's a twat.
And he must have bet on Haney like $2 million. One of those Drake fucked up, you know what I mean, cursed bets. So he's like, "Fuck, I lost there." Like the guys, you know what I mean, making better diss tracks than me, and he could probably kick my ass any day of the week. So
yeah, and Haney was supposed to be on the cover of the new EA boxing game that was coming out. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I like Rudy's take. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but I know overall it's all about the money. So they're going to run it back for a shitload of fucking money. You know what I mean? That's just what's going to happen. So this ain't no Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua, 200 pay-per-views. Like this shit was a very big event, very successful. And next time they know, but they did the fight in what, New York or Brooklyn, right? So they're bringing that shit back to Vegas. It'll be bigger in Vegas. That's what the plan's going to be. I mean, they could probably put that fight in the Cowboy Stadium, to be honest. Like,
yeah, they probably could do
they
that.
could do it. I mean, Jake Paul is boxing Mike Tyson in Cowboy Stadium in less than like 20 days, or what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's a pro fight too. That's the funnier part.
It's already been sanctioned, and they are going to be fighting. It's going to go on their professional records.
That's just not right.
Well, who's Mayweather fighting? Isn't he fighting some other Chinese guy and fucking 80,000 people, right? Or who's he? I'm surprised that because like he's got to eventually like try to outdo that. Mayweather's fighting nobodies, and they're not sanctioned fights. Like at least it's like Tyson's like fuck it. Balls to the wall. It's my record actually out there. So he's like 67 years old or whatever he is, right?
He's still
it's nuts. Fucking
one good shot in. He's still gonna get a good shot in on Jake, I think. Jake's gonna win, but Tyson's gonna get him.
Yeah, because Roy Jones is another one too that just says fuck it. I'm fighting, sanctioned bouts too. He ain't fighting no bullshit. He's the last time Mike Tyson fought was Roy Jones, right? Roy Jones Jr.
Yep. And he went at him too.
So.
He was high for that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to get kind of a repeat of Vitor Belfort and what was his name, Holyfield.
Oh
remember
no!
That
shit? Yeah, that's right.
Oh man,
you remember that shit? That's what it's going to look like. I mean, we got a. I mean, I love Mike Tyson. I wish he wouldn't do this.
Yep.
I mean, the dude's walking around with a cane and being wheeled around in a wheelchair, bro. I don't know if people know that, but when he's not making his training videos, he's in pain, bro. He is in pain.
Yeah, like the Holyfield reference, like I said, like
he don't make that money.
Fucking Vitor Belfort didn't get the memo in the back. He's like, no, just they told him take it easy, and like he totally just did not get the memo. Went out there, nearly killed Holyfield, and like. You guys hear Vander Holyfield talk now? Like, the guy, it's bad. It's really bad, and a lot of it's from that fight. Plus, given his career, I mean, it's kind of out of control that they let the. I don't know. I have a feeling they're gonna pull the switcheroo on the Jake Paul fight. Fuck it, let Mike Perry box Jake Paul. Fuck it, it needs that. Like
so UFC alien saying Roy was running away in the Mike fight. Interesting to see if Jake will stand in front of him. I think that's the plan, is to not stand in front of him and get him tired. And once he gets tired, he's gonna unload on him. And I don't know. I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see it, man. I don't want to see dude, like he's a legend, man. I grew up watching that guy. Idolizing this dude, and yeah, I don't want to see that, bro. Just like I didn't want to see Holyfield and Belfort. And damn, I thought Belfort was gonna like go easy on him, and nah, man, this dude is like fuck that.
That's why.
I think they'll keep Jake Paul away from Vitor though. You know what I mean? Because Vitor's going in there, and he don't give two shits. He's going in there to beat somebody up, and like he's jacked to the gills and juice. So Jake Paul is jacked and juiced to the.
Jake Paul. That's what we need. TRT Vito versus Jake Paul. That's what we need.
We've said it before, and I mean, Jake Paul is TRT Jake Paul too, and he's on every fucking steroid under the sun too. So
Yeah.
But,
And I'm okay with that. I like that, man. I like it.
yeah,
I'm all about the
I'm totally cool with
picograms.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't give a shit. Juice them all. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, from Ostarine and picograms to cocaine, Oscar De La Hoya,
Oscar De La
beef with
Weirdo.
Canelo. Man,
Oh, yeah.
Rudy, you got it queued up. I know you do.
Yeah, I got this queued up, bro. You guys got to see. This is from their press conference earlier this week. It's hilarious. This is like less than a minute clip.
Decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it.
Oh, Tabernacle.
Yeah, so he's talking shit to Canelo right next to him, bro, and he's gonna bring up like PED use, and it's freaking hilarious. Watch.
Remember when Jaime was 21 years old, volunteered to step in against Triple G, and Canelo failed 2 drug tests? Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream, 2018, on Saturday night, he will do just that, fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Tienen que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón. Tú lo escribes, ¿qué lo escribes, pendejo? Tú no escribes nada, cabrón, tú no haces nada, o sea, tú no haces nada.
Yo lo escribí.
Eres un pendejo, eso es lo que eres.
Eres un baboso.
Eres un pendejo, cabrón, porque están nomás ahí. Los que
Look at
hacen
Eddie
todos
Roach.
son los que están detrás de ti. Tú eres un pendejo nomás con la imagen, idiota.
Sí.
Cabrón.
Damn, dude, he's fired up, bro. Who do you think wins that fight?
Hey, but shout out to our amigo, previous guest on the show, the man in the green suit there stepping into the podium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I'm picking that fight. But De La Hoya reminds me of a heel fucking manager with that fucking the way he was.
Look, they interviewed Canelo after that exchange, and here's what he had to say. It's pretty funny.
And I don't want to permit that.
You look like you were going to punch him.
Yeah, I will. If he come closer, I fuck him. He's a fucking asshole. And he tried to steal money for the fighters. He's a fucking asshole.
Would it give you bigger satisfaction by taking down Oscar's #1 fighter?
I'm gonna be so happy that night. You will see. I'm gonna fucking motherfucker. He don't want to say anything when we are alone. And plus, he's mad because I'm Liv Goldenboy. He insulted me, and I don't want to permit.
That's my favorite clip, dude.
You look like you were going to punch him.
Yeah, I will. If he come closer, I fuck him.
If he comes closer, I fuck him. That was hilarious, bro. But yeah, like I said, bro, the past couple of weeks, boxing, the past couple of months, bro, boxing has been very entertaining. Seeing the build up to the events and the actual events themselves have been great. I think this is going to be another win for boxing fans. So keep an eye out for this one.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, the man in the green suit doing big things. Miguel Flores, always awesome job, man. Solid shit. But
yeah, shout out to Miguel, bro. We need to get him back on the show.
Yeah, because I know Canelo time. It's that time of year. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. Canelo's always fighting, but this whole feud with Oscar kind of came out of nowhere. But like Rudy said, like it makes it a little bit more. It's Oscar, man. Like is Oscar like the most hated man in Vegas?
That's the question, right? Is De La Hoya getting in his head?
Nah, I mean I'm just saying like he's probably the most hated. Like Dana White don't like Oscar. Canelo don't like Oscar, but
that's the fight I want to see is De La Hoya versus Dana White. Fuck that. That's the fight I want.
That needs to happen.
No, I just want to see them talk shit to each other because nothing beats that exchange. You calling him Oscar De La Cokehead and Oscar De La Weirdo. Beat that shit, bro.
Called him a maricon.
That was hilarious when Dana White called him that, bro. Oscar, man, who is this guy? Oscar De La Weirdo? All right,
or what did he say? Yeah, the best comment or the response was when they asked him, he's like, "Cocaine is expensive." What did he say? Like he just. Oh man! Well, hey, like you said, Rudy, boxing. People want it. Well, boxing needs this. People like Ryan Garcia, Canelo, true legend. Like we don't know how many fights he's got left, but you know what I mean. It'd be a big time upset if he takes. I think that Canelo's dialed in, man. Based on his last performance, he said, he sees that it's going to be the end soon, and he's just going to enjoy it for the ride, and just because one day there's going to be no Canelo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boxing needs guys like Ryan Garcia to take those slots. You know what I'm saying? So, but Oscar De La Hoya, he just kind of is always there, involved in some kind of shit talking or screwing somebody over, or cocaine or whatever. Yeah.
Or wearing pantyhose.
Yeah, or that too. Yeah.
And not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you want to wear pantyhose, wear pantyhose. Just
go for
don't
it.
deny it. Don't deny it.
Even though there's pictures proving it.
That's artificial intelligence, bro. AI. That's total AI.
Bro, AI didn't exist back then.
Yeah, we don't know that, bro. We don't know that.
Yeah. No, that
Photoshop wasn't that good either.
Yeah, no, that was truly like genuine picture. Like, yeah, that's what happened. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It is. It is.
Yeah. But from some boxing to MMA news, I do want to touch on. Well, I want to talk about Ilya Topuria. I know Volkanovski's or Joe Rogan was kind of out there, kind of stirring things up, saying that Topuria didn't, or I guess he does want the Max fight, but it has to be the BMF title. Topuria can pretty much call his shot as the champion, you know what I'm saying? But as far as him turning down fights, what do you guys think? Because like he's got some options. Like I threw a name like out there as far as Sean O'Malley, possible. We don't know if he's going to move up or so, but they're trying to dial up a huge, big time pay-per-view in Spain. We know that's going to happen. It's going to be in Spain, so we actually may not see Topuria fight till what, November? October, November.
I don't care, bro. But the fight to make, it's got to be him and Holloway.
Yeah,
he talked too much trash. It's time for him to back it up. And that's that's a feather in your cap. If you could put Max Holloway away after what he did at UFC 300, you're gonna solidify yourself as a pound for pound king. But I don't know, man. After seeing what Max did, I don't know, man. I don't know.
He can't put Max away. Max is gonna just annihilate him. Plain and simple.
I'd like to see that, but I don't know, man. It's a fight that I want to see. I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen. I want to see it manifested.
Take that fight.
Is Topuria the champion in 2025 of the featherweight division? What do you guys think?
He's not. He's not going to even end the year.
Oof, man. And then you got Volk out there too, but it's like Volk said he wants to take some time out, and he definitely needs to take some time out after getting. Okay. I mean, he's one of the GOATs. Volk, one of the top 45ers all time. Max, one of the best 40, if not the best. You got Jose Aldo fighting this weekend. Those are the top three. You know what I'm saying? But for Max to do what he did, like Rudy said, and somebody to knock him off and especially finish him, which Topuria thinks he could be the first guy to finish him. Jesus, like that would be ridiculous. But Topuria could do it. He could do it.
It's got to be for both belts. Double title elimination, dude. You know what I'm saying? And that would just put the cherry on top. That'd be like something unique that no one has ever done. And
True.
I mean, if he could do it, he gets a bad motherfucker belt, which I got right here. So Max has to get it back from me first. Once he gets it back from me, then he can fight you, Ilya. He can fight you for this belt. And that's what I want to see happen. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, in the comments, Robbie says that he's not getting the BMF title. Dana's going to give him Holloway, and Max is going to piece him up. And you.
Oh,
yeah, bro. That's what I'm hoping, man.
Right?
Because Max Holloway's takedown defense is phenomenal, bro, and he's hardly ever knocked down. I think he got knocked down one time, and it was this past fight, wasn't it? Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I ain't buying into Ilya Topuria yet, especially looking at his face. Sitting in UFC 300 when Max called him out, he just like looked deer in the headlights.
Dude, he was shocked. He didn't know what the fuck was going on.
And then he got real ballsy after that. Like, well, whatever. I want to see it. I like them both.
Yep,
of course.
Yeah, as far as Max,
face to face.
As far as Max Holloway goes, I remember I was staying up late. I was a real fight fan. I think it was like the night he made his debut in China. A kid named Max Holloway, 19 years old, skinny guy, making his debut, fought Will Chope. That was his debut.
Chope. I used to call
Skeletor.
him Chope.
Yeah, but I never knew from that moment on that like that guy would be one of the greatest fighters that we ever see. You know, and like he's still proven that he holds the BMF belt. But it's like, I mean, Max was already a legend. What is he?
Bro,
How old is he?
and that's because
Like,
I was gonna buy all his gear, bro, and they sold out of all his gear like 1 week later. You know, when I bought this belt, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy the Max Holloway shorts. I'm gonna buy his walkout kit, but it was all sold out. All they had was like the triple X. Ain't no triple X.
hey, but you know they could throw out there to just kind of, well, Connor ain't cutting to 45, but you know, in fact, he probably would be willing to do a Roadhouse cut to 55 to fight Max for the BMF title. So
yeah, I'm down with that, man.
Yeah.
I just want the most entertaining fights for the fans, and I don't know, dude. I don't see how you get around Holloway and Topuria. I really don't.
Yeah, and if they don't give Topuria, or if Max and Topuria do not fight, like you got to give it to what, Corey Sandhagen, right? Or who gets the shot though? You know?
Nah.
Yeah, let's say Sandhagen.
Sorry?
Maybe.
No.
I don't want to see that, dude.
No.
Yeah.
That's who's.
I'm sorry, Sandhagen's 35. I'm sorry, 145.
Yeah.
Like who's right there? Like, I mean, who could give, like, based on Volk's not fighting for the title.
Volk,
Yeah. No, sorry, I was thinking of Sandhagen because at 35, he's a guy that definitely deserves a shot at 35. Like, he's right there. He's at the very top. But 45, I don't know, Max could make ultimate history, you know what I mean? And kind of ride off in the waves and just be a fucking legend that he is, you know? Capturing the title, the BMF.
Speaking of,
potential. Get the shot at 145?
Speaking of potential matchups, bro, I wanted to share this video, a suspicious video of Alex Pereira.
So you have your corners, 1, 2, 3.
Signing.
You don't mind signing for me?
You know what he's signing? At least I don't know yet. I haven't checked his Twitter today, but he was signing. And I think on his Instagram, he posted a picture of himself wearing black trunks. There's those right there. Those are contender trunks. You know, they're not champ trunks.
Championship.
And when you're championship,
he's going to be a coach.
I think what's going to happen is he's going to fight Aspinall for the heavyweight interim belt because John Jones doesn't seem like he's coming back anytime soon. That's what I think is going to happen. Pretty sure it's going to happen.
That was just special for 300, so for 301 black.
Não, falou que aquilo era só especial por 300, por 301 é preto.
Tá bom, senão
Why is he wearing that? I still don't know. See?
Blacked out, you know.
And again, I haven't looked at Twitter all day or any of the fight news, so I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure it's out there already, but oh damn, his foot is still broken. He wasn't lying about that shit. But man, imagine, dude, if anybody could do it, it's this guy. Be a three belt champ. I remember when Overeem was a killer. Remember back in the day, dude, when he was fighting in Dream and he had all those fucking belts, K1, Dream, and then he came to the UFC and didn't go as planned. But
do you think the thing is too with Alex, he could cut to 185 again to fight Dricus Du Plessis too. Like, I don't know if he's willing to do that. But
no one wants to see that shit. Du Plessis is gonna fight Adesanya.
Hopefully, but
you know what I would like to see, the perfect matchup: Pereira, Aspinall, interim. Pereira wins. Adesanya beats Dricus and decides I'm gonna move up to heavyweight. Bam! That would be cool, bro. That would be cool, and that'd be like the final chapter in their saga.
Yeah.
Hey, you got John
wishful fucking
Jones,
thinking, bro.
Hey, but the king of the mountain though, John Jones, is just sitting out there, and like. He's coming down soon, and it's like either I don't know. You can't pick against John Jones. Like if Pereira and Jones are lined up, you're picking Jones, right? Who's picking against Jones in that fight?
Oh, MMA Guru.
Oh, wow.
That guy's just been talking shit about. Made a 48-minute video about John Jones being gay or a homosexual. It's like, bro, I don't know, man. Some of these. MMA Twitter trolls they're kind of fucked up, bro. Like one of them, one of them was talking trash about who was it? Marty's hairline. He's the guy who was making fun of Cheeto Vera's daughter, bro. And then he was making fun of Francis Ngannou, which brings us to our next story. Francis Ngannou.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, his son passed away, man, and it was I think he posted something on X, and I'll show it to you. But yeah, his son passed away.
Very unfortunate news.
Yep. Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Let me show you what he posted here. Poor dude, man. I mean, from being the king of the world, bro, to just losing his son. Damn.
Jeez.
What does it say, Rudy?
It says, too soon to leave, but yet he's gone. My little boy, my mate, my partner Kobe was full of life and joy. Now he's laying without life. I shouted his name over and over, but he's not responding. I was my best self next to him, and now I have no clue of who I am. Life is so unfair to hit us where it hurts the most. How do you deal with such a thing? How can you live with it? Please help me if you have an idea, because I really don't know what to do and how to deal with this. And that's, I don't know, bro. And for people to go out there and clown on this guy and I don't even remember what he said. He was who did it better, him or DC, Daniel Cormier. You know, he lost a child too. Like, bro, what kind of sick piece of shit are you to be talking shit like that? A lot of these guys get way too comfortable talking smack about people. And they're trolls, bro. They have no life, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't dig people like that. I like trolls. They're funny, you know, but there's a line, bro. You don't fuck with people's kids. You don't fuck with people's kids, man.
Kids, this is the line. You never bring the kids into it. Never, ever.
It sucks because, you know, he lost his fight, and then he lost his child, and now he's saying that he's like pretty much pleading for help.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he had a son. I had no idea.
I didn't either. So I saw this report.
Bro, I mean, question is, do you think we ever see Francis Ngannou fight again? I don't think so, man. I mean, if we do, it's not going to be for a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
I mean, he's got that fight lined up at PFL, so. But I mean, you're right. I mean, they could probably either postpone it for next year, or
I think he comes back.
Fight.
Yeah, I think he comes back.
Dude, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't know what I would do if I lost my child, man. Like,
just from what he is, though, like where he came from nothing, became the king of the world, the baddest motherfucker in the world, heavyweight champ, made a ton of money. He's set for life, but in a guy like him, in fact, he's got to come back at some point and go in there and do the thing. As far as MMA, because that's where he was, made his name is in MMA. Yeah. Boxing was the thing where he went. Made a shit ton of money, but eventually Francis Ngannou will come back and he will compete in MMA. And yeah, man, like I said, I had no idea he had a son, but in my opinion, Francis Ngannou comes back and probably in the new year, maybe that time frame or so, he comes back, makes some good money.
I hope he wins,
maybe
bro. I hope he wins.
Yeah.
Ride it off in the sunset.
Dedicate that fight to his son. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But if he loses, crap! And I've been, nobody's been more critical of Francis Ngannou than me, man. I've criticized him and nothing personal, bro. I'm not criticizing him personally. I'm criticizing, his. I guess I don't want to say skill because he's a skilled guy. It's just he's a hitter, bro. He's a hitter. He did a lot of things that nobody thought he would be able to do, and. I give him the credit for what it's due, but when it comes to boxing, I was like, nah, no way, bro. No fucking way. And
I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Francis boxing era. I mean, he did give Tyson Fury the matchup that he did and, won the fight in some people's eyes, but Francis Ngannou is an MMA fighter. He was the heavyweight champion. Nobody took the title from him. He had to walk away from the UFC, go against the grain, be hated on, whatever, but like the man came from nothing. Now he's got a shit ton of money. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, man. And going back to these shit bags, bro. on Twitter, that MMA guru, he even made, after he made the video about John Jones, he made another video about Michael Chandler, dude. Michael Chandler, talking about, because Chandler came out on, he had an interview talking about his kids, and he has black children, and all the a lot of the comments in the comment section, it was a lot of black people saying, hey, you know what, those kids, they're never going to know what it's like to be black, and just people condemning him for it, bro. But this jerk off decides to go and make a video about him, and it's like, bro, what are you trying to do, man? You're a piece of shit. I don't know, man.
He's the guy that.
Guy.
Yeah, he's the guy that when he does like fight breakdowns, he's like, "Fuck this guy. He's a fucking cunt. He lost 3 fights in a row. I don't trust." That's him, right? That's the dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. People follow like the randomest, like the Twitter world. Like that's a whole, like whatever. Like we reference it. Like, oh yeah, I always say you're not defending Conor McGregor's legacy on Twitter. Like, but that's how Twitter was. Like it was just a bunch of Conor people defending his legacy and just like triggered people. They'll fucking report you if you're not a Conor fan or like whatever. Like they don't like the sky is blue and fucking whatever. Like that was the era of Twitter that like where shit went bad. But MMA fans, they take it to a whole new level of low. And like
MMA fans are
like that guy.
as fuck.
But that guy's got like a good following. Like whatever, he's got like who are these people? Like I mean.
I don't know, bro. He's got 36,000 followers. I mean, he has a big following on YouTube. I don't know why people follow this jerk off, but my experience with his fans on Twitter, they're all a bunch of little racist little fanboys, bro, that sit in their mama's basement. They don't know what it's like to be a man and to have a family and to provide for your children. Otherwise, you wouldn't be running their mouths about people who put their lives on the line to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? And dude, as I talk a lot of shit about people, but it's all in jest. I don't take personal shots at their families and their children. Like that's fucked up, bro. I mean, you're a despicable person to do that kind of shit, and you're probably even more of a despicable person to entertain people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then a lot of them could dish it out, but they can't take it back too.
Exactly.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I had this guy, dude.
They're the ones that start crying to their mamas.
I had one of his fanboys, dude. He was trolling me every day for like 3 days. And I was like, man, fuck this guy. I started looking through his posts, and he was talking to some girl about how he had never been laid. He hasn't been laid in the past 4 years, and that he thinks all women are stupid. And I was like, I started posting that screenshot on everything that he would comment. And he finally just got tired. He was like, you're an asshole. Yeah, bro. You want to try to troll me? Trust me, man. I'm not the one, man. I'll make you feel bad.
Yeah, don't dish it out if you can't take it. And honestly, like we all, Rudy, you got a family to take care of. Mark, there's some of us out here that have real lives. We don't live on Twitter. We make the world go round, and we take care of our own and our loved ones. That's what we don't give a fuck about. Michael Chandler's kids, that's Michael Chandler's kids.
Yeah, right, man.
Kids a home.
More power to them, bro.
Kids like a home, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, we could do a whole episode on.
I know, right?
Yeah. So let's switch gears a little bit and go with some off topics outside of the cage news. I think I sent this to you I think on Sunday, bro.
Yes.
Earth received a message sent from a deep laser. It took 50 seconds to travel 10 million miles. So, oh wait, this isn't it, bro. This isn't it. That's not it.
No, it was much longer than that. It was billions of miles.
Billions.
Away.
Yeah, here it is.
Or 140 million miles away. There it is.
Yeah, the laser message strikes Earth from 140 million miles away. They said it was a message, bro, some type of deep space message. Fortunately, not aliens, but in fact originates from Earth.
How was the grammar is what I want to know. How was the grammar? Asking for a friend.
How was the grammar?
Yeah.
What's a laser message, though? So it's like, it could be a bunch of...
Laser message strikes Earth from 140 million miles away. And then they said that it was a strange signal that originated from deep space. Fortunately, not aliens, but in fact originates from Earth. So no need to panic. So it's kind of a big nothing burger.
I'm calling fake news. I'm thinking it's Mr. Shadow has made the call like on Fifth Element. Remember how that planet comes in and then it like calls the president? Like that's what it is right there. Mr. Shadow has made the fucking contact. They're coming.
And
So they're saying that this laser came from Earth and it traveled, and then it just decided to travel back to Earth.
I don't fucking know. I don't care about this story. I care about this one right here. Pest control ace clears Dodgers Diamondbacks bee swarm, throws the first pitch. So a pest control professional cleared a bee swarm of thousands while fans roared and later earned the nod for ceremonial first pitch after a delayed game Los Angeles Dodgers Arizona Diamondback matchup in Phoenix. And I've actually been to that stadium. And yeah, dude, that's crazy, bro. So this guy took out a bunch of bees and then he got to throw the first pitch. Let's see.
Nice.
Does it say does it talk about the pest control company that he works for? Does it mention any of that?
You're looking
I don't know.
live
Let's see.
at a bee colony that has established a foothold high atop the backstop behind home plate, and thus we remain.
Those look like those killer COVID bees. Remember the ones that were saying were going to be like
the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los
10 inches long or some shit.
Oh yeah.
No, those are the
Africanized
Africanized bees.
Yeah. Standing ovation by the fans here, waiting to see if this game would ever get into the books. The marketing department.
So
of
did
Blue Sky
he
Pest
kill the
Control
bees? Blue Sky Pest Control.
He just removed the
Blue
bees.
Sky.
Now the players are coming out to witness this, obviously.
That's
and
weird.
What we have been told is this: after the successful removal, which I believe we just saw together.
Like, what do those bees attack the fans, dude? You think they would sue? I would sue.
Didn't get into his container will still be swarming in the area where the
Look at this guy. He's just like, those fucking bees better not come over here, man.
Stop here at Chase Field. Again, we go all the way back to the start of our coverage here.
Let's see him, dude. Get to the bees already, bro.
Clearly dangerous, or for those who may be allergic to bees. So the Diamondbacks' first order of business was to move the fans. Where were you? What was it like for you? A ceremonial first pitch Dodger Diamondbacks game. How's that feel?
Yeah, he knows how to kill bees, but he can't throw a baseball. Come on.
Yeah, I think because that colony of bees, like, that's rather small though. Like, because I know a friend of mine that used to do that line of work. So there's a certain chemical that they use, and you go right up to the hive or where they're gathered. It's like it freezes them, and they all just drop, dead right there. So that's kind of small, but still, like, they could be Africanized. They could just start stinging everybody in the fucking.
They look pretty freaking big. Those look big.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got the whoever made that call, Blue Sky. They just earned, plenty of different new clients, and they're making tons of money off just that one. Yeah.
And
I thought it was another pest control company.
From Africanized bees to men in Africa hugging trees, we have a Ghana. We have a Ghana man who hugs 1,123 trees in an hour for a world record, and it looks like it's Adesanya. Is that Adesanya? No, that's so Ghana man studying forestry in Alabama set a world record for most trees hugged in an hour when he hugged 1,123 trees at Tuskegee National Forest. Abu Bakar Tahiru, 29, became interested in nature conservation while growing up in a farming community in Tepa, Ghana. He is pursuing a master's degree in forestry at Auburn University. So what the hell, bro?
I don't know what to say. Maybe he's a hippie.
I don't know what possesses people to break world records to begin with. Like, I have a record of 1,000. Let's see if I can break 1,000.
Honestly, it's out of boredom, Rudy. That's what it is. It's out of boredom.
I want to know who was the guy who did 1,122 trees. Like, why couldn't you do an extra? Why couldn't you do an extra tree? Why couldn't you go the extra mile and grab another tree, bro?
So how many trees is that, like, per minute? It's like 20 trees a fucking minute or something, right? Or
yeah, in 1 hour. Yeah. Let me see.
So that's ridiculous. So literally, man. Yeah, it's like 20 or something.
Is it like a big ass hug? I mean, how hard is the hug?
A quick hug. Quick hug.
It's a bro hug.
What's up, bro? It's one of those like bro hugs.
Bro hugs.
It's a bro hug.
There was another story that I didn't add to Outside the Cage News, where it was like a girl or a family in California, I believe, where the little girl that lived in the house thought there was a monster in her closet, and it relates to bees because they ended up finding like 50,000 bees inside the walls of like they had to get them removed. So yeah, they kept complaining. They started seeing them in the attic or so. The dad, Then they eventually called like a pest control guy, and it was just a fucking complete hive. Yeah, there it is. There's the story.
Monster in North Carolina toddler's wall turns out to be 5,000 bees. What kind of a parent are you, bro? A North Carolina woman said her 3-year-old daughter's insistence that there was a monster lurking behind her bedroom wall led to the discovery of more than 50,000 bees. Ashley Class said she and her husband initially thought their daughters were merely imagining the presence of a monster in the closet of her farmhouse bedroom. She was saying she heard monsters in her bedroom wall, but we've been watching Monsters, Inc., Class told People.com. She was a little speech delayed, so when she tried explaining it, we thought she meant there were monsters in her closet. Class said it wasn't until after numerous incidents where her daughter heard the supposed specter that she and her husband started spotting bees in the attic. Like, bro, how do you, I don't know, man. I think you would hear that.
Yeah, you would hear that shit. Come on.
Bro,
well, there's 50,000 bees
going on there. There's some funkiness going on there. Like, how do you not hear that many fucking bees?
I have orange trees in my backyard, and you know when they're blossoming, you could hear the bees, bro. You could literally hear them buzzing around.
Oh yeah,
and I can guarantee you those aren't 50,000. That's like maybe 100 at most.
Look at those fuckers.
So about 8 months ago, she started to say that she heard monsters in her wall. We asked her to point, and she pointed right to her closet.
Mom Ashley Class initially writing it off as bedtime fears, but when they found some honeybees in the attic of their 100-year-old farmhouse, they called in a beekeeper. A thermal camera revealing that monster is kind of real.
I kid you not, it lit up like Christmas on the wall right next to my daughter's closet. When I first thought it was like a man in the wall, I was
my God, that'd
really
be scary.
startled at what is that?
That whole cavity was full, and it's full all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, dang.
Behind that wall, more than 50,000 bees and hundreds of pounds of honeycomb.
And it was like an apocalypse.
I wonder if they killed them all or they took them out.
Flying out.
Something that even shocked beekeeper Curtis Collins.
No, he's a beekeeper, then he took them out.
Any other hive that I've removed.
Ashley sharing her real-life nightmare on TikTok.
Yeah, so he probably took them.
Today is day 10 of all this bee stuff.
Her videos garnering more than 9 million views.
There's just bees.
Just imagine them like, imagine if they got mad and they attacked them or they got into the house.
They're dead.
They're dead. No, imagine,
bro.
No, imagine that's another movie right there too. Because imagine if the bees got into like some cocaine that was hidden in the wall, then you got cocaine bees.
Cocaine bees, bro.
Honestly, that's like some Alfred Hitchcock type shit right there. The 50,000 bees is like Alfred Hitchcock right there. That's like a Hitchcock movie. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
God damn.
Did you like the little segue from Africanized bees to Africans hugging trees? That was good, right? That was good, bro.
That was perfection.
And you had to sprinkle in a little bit of cocaine just to throw a little movie plot out there for like, you know, we always want the cocaine bear, you know, to keep on going, but cocaine bees, nobody's ever thought of that.
This is something I've been getting into, bro. The dumbest criminals. We'll just look at this Florida couple arrested for making fake winning lotto tickets in hopes of tricking officials into handing over $1 million prize.
What?
Did you really think that was going to work? Look at these people, bro. Damn. Imagine how her father feels like, oh my God, honey, did you really do that?
That's all I gotta say. You can't fix stupid.
Woman calls 911 to report dealer for selling her bad meth. Not what it was supposed to be. These people are stupid, bro. Is that Ronnie Yaya? Holy crap. Brilliant scientist pleads guilty to running Breaking Bad style meth lab after inadvertently calling cops on himself.
See what happens. See what Albuquerque did to the world. Everyone thinks they're fucking Walter White and trying to pull that bullshit. Fuck that crap, you know? Fuck all that crap. So, but that concludes Outside the Cage News. Some good topics this week, boys. But yeah, dumb criminals, that might be added. But we didn't add things that happened in Florida, though. If Joey's listening, Joey, we need to add you in on a segment. Things that happen in Florida. Like, yeah.
All right, fellas. So now's the time we're going to break down UFC 301 Pantoja versus Ursig. The first thing that we do every Thursday night is grade the poster. Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
I'll give it.
It's not as shitty as UFC 300.
No.
Yeah, it's not shitty.
300 is garbage.
This I give it
I
a
don't know
4.5.
about this poster, man. It's all right.
I'll give it a 3.
4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3. Fair. A
3.
fair 3.
I give it a 3.
Yep.
All right, so let's start from the bottom, bro. We can run right through this real quick.
Yeah,
Not
let's
that many
run it
fights.
through. Nope.
Yeah, the UFC returning to Rio de Janeiro. We know the king of Rio, Jose Aldo. They're coming out of retirement from boxing back to MMA.
Can't wait for this.
And
What
yeah,
time
but
does
starting off
the
the
event start?
it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time in the
Okay.
States. So
All right.
so 4 o'clock New Mexico time, 3
Yep.
o'clock West Coast. So but starting off the card, familiar name. The guys fought recently too. William Gomes against Gene Silva, and I think that I'm thinking Gomez has got to be the favorite in this one, right, Rudy? Or
What's the first fight? I thought it was Ali Costa and Borjas.
Yeah.
oh, I'm looking at Tapology, so let me see. They must have the bout order. Yeah, it's got the bout. It's got.
Costa versus Borjas is the first fight.
Okay, Kevin Borjas and Alexander Costa. Okay, yeah, flyweights. Yeah, way out in the realm of relevance at 125, right? But what are the odds on this one already?
Minus 140 favorite for Alessandro Costa. Lost his last fight against Steve Erceg.
Oh, that's
unanimous decision. So he took Erceg to a unanimous decision, and Erceg is fighting for the belt. So that's something you got to remember here. Borjas lost his debut. He's a plus 115 underdog. Lost his debut against Joshua Van. He had a lot of high hopes, man, coming into that fight. He won his contender series fight. He was a bit of a hitter, but I don't think he wins this fight, man. I think Alessandro Costa is probably going to put him away. Maybe a decision.
Yeah, I got Costa.
I wouldn't bet on this one.
Yeah, Costa, didn't he clip Erceg too or so in that fight? So he put up a pretty good fight against the challenger for the belt. But Borja, this is an action fight to kick the card off, let's put it that way. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? They're both coming off losses, so they want to bounce back, get a win. I'm gonna lean towards the Brazilian and Costa here to get some type of finish. I think somebody gets finished. I'll go Costa though.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, bro.
Finish. I think he's gonna get a decision win.
Yeah, I smell a decision for this one.
I am. I'm leaning towards going all in on my Brazilian brothers and sisters. Maybe, because it's like every fight has a Brazilian on it, and most of these Brazilians are going to win, except for there's a few. I hate to say, but we'll go through it. Next fight.
Yeah, next fight, lightweight action, Ismael Bonfim against Vin Pinchel. The guy's been kind of snake bitten lately, had canceled fights against a lot of the top contenders. And
Cub Swanson's dad.
Yeah, and Ismael Bonfim, I mean, it's necessary to have him on this card. I mean, he's fresh off a win against, surging contender Benoit Saint Denis, but very low on the card. Yeah, I don't understand him being this low on the card. I mean, but he could be a lot higher. Vin Pinchel, sort of a junkyard dog at 155, but I can't pick against Bonfim here. I got Bonfim by. I mean, it's hard to finish Vin Pinchel, but that guy goes in there and gets in the fight, and just goes out on his shield. So I'm gonna go Bonfim by a submission, second round.
Yeah, so minus 450 heavy favorite Ismael Bonfim lost his last fight against Benoit Saint Denis via submission. I don't think Vince Pichel has it in him to sub this dude or to finish him. So that's going to be a tough, long night for Vince Pichel. Plus 350 underdog. Lost his last fight against Mark Madsen, who is no longer with the UFC. I think he just retired this week, if I'm not mistaken. He never really did anything in the UFC. But Vince Pichel, I don't think he stands a chance taking this guy to a decision. I think Maheta is going to go in there and take this dude out. I'm going to go with the second round club and sub.
Woo-hoo. Third round submission, Bonfim.
Bonfim first round KO.
Ooh.
It could be one of those flying knees there too. Yep.
Sorry, Cubs dad.
Michelle's next squad. He's getting it laid out. It's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, next fight. Both these ladies making their UFC debut. Dion Barboza against Ernesta Caracati. Is that how you say her last name? He's from
Karakite.
Just call her Karate Kate, bro.
Carrot
Just call
Cake.
her Karate
I don't
Kate.
know.
Karate Cake.
Heavy
And that's
handed.
Karate Cake. Carrot Cake. There you go.
Lots of unknowns here. Both of them, you know, of course, impressed the boss man Dana White on the Contender Series. I don't remember seeing them compete on there, but yeah, I mean, at 125, they need women at this weight class, and the Brazilian fighter. I don't know, Rudy, you're going to side with all the Brazilians, right? You said so.
Yeah,
this type of matchup here.
This particular fight, bro. Diane Barbosa is a black belt, jiu-jitsu. She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, 6-2-0. Won her last 3 fights, in the Contender Series, making her UFC debut against Ernesta Carrot Cake. She's 5-0-1, but she's a kickboxer. And you know what I say when it comes to, the classic grappler versus striker matchup? 9 times out of 10, the grappler is going to win unless they have a ground game. And this chick, I guarantee you, she does not have a ground game. She's hoping to keep it standing. I don't think that's going to happen. Fighting a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil, you're going to lose this fight. Probably second round submission. Diane Barbosa minus 220 favorite.
It's going to be a draw.
Hell no, dude, you crazy.
Yeah, it's been a while since there's been a draw, though. So Mark might be right. We're due.
There's no draw on this one.
It's probably going to be a sandwich fight. It's going to be a sandwich
draw
fight.
on this one.
The witch is going to put a spell on the heavy-handed, and it's going to be over.
There you go, Rob. I know, right? That's a good read on it.
If I could see a draw happening, I would see it on this fight: Mauricio Rufy versus Jamie Malarkey. Mauricio Rufy is a Brazilian, won his last 4 in a row. He's a minus 165 favorite. Malarkey plus 140 underdog. Lost his last fight against Nasrat Hakparast. Yeah, most people have Rufy winning this fight. I got him winning this fight. I don't know if I want to bet on this one, but I'm going to go with Brazil. I'm going to go with decision.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah,
is it Rufy?
Malarkey,
he's getting KO'd.
I don't know, man.
I feel bad. He's getting finished. That's all I got to say.
Is it Rufy or Ruffy? What is it, though?
Let's just call him one shot.
One shot.
Because what's his name? Malarkey, like his career in the UFC is just like fucking total Gicta status. Like he's on borrowed time, straight up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He is a bit chinny, bro. So you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna switch to a second round TKO finish of Jamie Malarkey.
Yeah, I like Rufy. I don't know. I've never seen him fight before, but Brazil all the way. A bunch of Malarkey all the time. Yep.
He's the Brazilian, the One Piece Brazilian character. Or that's how Japanese people say Luffy in English. They say Rufy. And that's what Robert. No, I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say that's what Roberto used to give his dates back in the day. Rufy. All right, next up, Joaquin Silva versus Drakkar Close.
The odds got to be close.
Yeah, they're real close. Joaquin Silva, Neto BJJ plus 160 underdog, minus 190 favorite for Drakkar Close. Drakkar's on a 3-fight win streak. And Joaquin Silva just finished beating Clay Guida in unanimous decision. I'm going to go with Drakkar Close, bro. That dude has been on a tear after his loss to Beneil Dariush, which was weird. If he won that fight, he would have been on a tear, bro. Probably fighting for the belt. But I don't know, man. I want to go all Brazil, but man, it's going to be a close one.
It's going to be a close one.
Close is a good pick for this fight. First round.
Yeah, because I think Rudy mentioned the Clay Guida fight. I mean, old man Guida did take Joaquin Silva and gave him all he had in his last matchup. Drakkar Klaus, I mean, he is a finisher, but like where he's at in ranking, like he can't lose this fight. Like he's up right there on the cusp of like the top 20-ish. So this would be a big drop for him. I think the safe pick is Drakkar Klaus, but Joaquin Silva is a fucking Gicta. So, and it is in Brazil. If it goes to the judges, it could be a close fight. But I'm picking Drakkar Klose by decision. So.
Yeah, and I am gonna have a bet slip. Straight Brazil ticket, bro. Cause I think the last time that happened, I won some money. So we're doing that again.
Oh, this
Next up,
a good one.
Yeah, this
Lord
one's exciting.
Assassin. The Lord Assassin who finishes everybody in the first round against William Gomez. Oh man, I can't go against the Brazilian here, man, because Gomez, he has some pretty good wins of late. He's on a streak, but just I don't know what was the fight that was Francis Marshall. That was a fight that was super close. He ended his last fight with a body kick. Had some canceled bouts. He hasn't fought for almost a year, Gomez. So, man, I can't go against Brazil here. I like the first round.
Yeah,
the track record of finishing, man. Just Gene Silva, man. He is a finisher. So look for this fight to possibly end quick. But if it does go to a decision, maybe Gomez. But Silva's got to be the ultimate favorite.
It's a tough matchup. He's a slight favorite, minus 140 favorite, 12-2-0. He's on a tear, bro. He won his UFC debut against Weston Wilson. And William Gomez, I remember when this guy made his debut. I think it wasn't at UFC France or something.
True.
Against Jarno Aarons, and ever since then, bro, he's been doing great. He beat Giannis Gamuri. He hasn't really fought any,
big names,
top tier talent, but neither is John Silva. So this is going to be a great test to see who's the better fighter. I don't know. This is going to be a tough pick, man. I like the odds. 6 foot William Gomez. He's got a 4-inch reach advantage against John Silva, but John Silva, dude, that dude he's a hitter. I don't know. We'll see how Gomez's chin holds up. If he's able to make it out the first round, dude will probably win a decision. But I'm going to go with John Silva with a first round finish.
Woo, me too.
Yeah, he's going to finish the fight. At some point, he finishes it. I got Silva, no doubt.
But, I could change my pick based on tomorrow's weigh-ins, man. We'll see.
Yes, sir.
Always switches you around sometimes.
Yeah, moving on to prelims, though. Very familiar guy. He's always puts on a dogfight, trains alongside Charlie Oliveira. Elvis Brenner against this guy. I'm serious.
Neanderthal.
He will fight for the title soon enough. He's going to be the fucking champion. This is like
this guy's a fucking dangerous.
Meek Oral by.
Dude, this guy
he's got Genghis Khan blood running
that's
in
what
his
they say.
veins.
Let's just call him Genghis Khan. He's from Kyrgyzstan.
Genghis Khan by decision there.
What? He's going to finish Elvis Brenner, bro.
Yeah, this is a fucking first round submission, TK or club and sub or something.
I say TKO round 1 for Oral by.
I don't know about round 1. Elvis Brenner, dude, that guy, he's a dog, bro. This guy likes to stand in there and bang. He's a plus 210 moderate underdog going in up against Meektibek Oral by 12-1-1, minus 260 favorite. This dude is a hitter. He's gonna strike you down or sub you, man. So I'm going with a second round club and sub of Elvis Brenner. I like Elvis, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Earl By, look, his debut in the UFC, he neck cranks Uros Medic, who's an absolute savage. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, I can't never pick against this guy. This guy will fight for the title. Give him some time. He's low key, Genghis Khan bloodline. He will be the champ. Let's say it right now, down the road.
So he's a Mongoloid, right? That's what they call Mongolians?
Is that what they call them? I don't know if it's Mongoloid or not.
No, they call Mongolians, asshole, not Mongoloids.
I think Mongoloid's more offensive if you call somebody a Mongoloid. Yeah.
Right. Well, look at him though.
No, that dude's a fucking straight. He's born in the wrong era. Like he'd be riding on like a horse, chopping people's heads off and shit. You know what I mean? Back in the day. So.
That's fucked up, Rudy.
And next up, we have Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Yasmin Lucindo. Kowalkiewicz is on a 4-fight win streak, plus 275 underdog, going up against a minus 350 favorite. Won her last 2 fights. Who you got?
Man, well, Carolina,
Oof.
I haven't been able to pick her fights correctly lately, and I picked against her the last couple times, but she's just like I can't. She's Gicta, total Gicta. And Lucindo, man, she's got like what was her last win? She beat up what's her name? Poor
She submitted Pollyanna in an arm
Pollyanna.
triangle,
Yep.
and then she beat Brogan Walker in a unanimous decision. I think she lost her debut against Yasmin Jauregui. So I don't know, man. This is I think the odds should be a lot closer than this, in my opinion, bro. I mean, that's no respect for Kowalkiewicz. I guess
as an
it's gonna
underdog,
be-
there's money there. As Carolina, as an underdog, there's money there. I have a feeling she's going to pull the decision out 30-27 or, you know what I mean? That's just what she
She's
does.
gonna pull fighter for
If-
a boring sandwich fight of the night. Is what she's gonna
If
do.
Lucindo doesn't sub her, I think Kowalkiewicz could walk away with a finish. But I'm gonna go with Lucindo via decision.
I have
Just because
Carolina
it's
by
Brazil.
decision. Yeah, I got
It's
Carolina
Brazil.
for decision.
Yeah, well, main event or the premier fight of the prelims, Jack Shore against Joanderson Brito. And of course, everybody, what Jack Shore previously was, Cage Warriors, proven champion there. And yeah, deserving. I mean, there's not many guys that knocked him off. You know, Ricky Simone was the guy that beat him, but he beat Makwan Amir Khani rear naked choke last time. Unfortunately, he didn't get to fight Umar Nurmagomedov. That would have been a real tough test for him early in his career, but he's putting himself in a position to be, up there, fight the big names. And on this card, it would be a big upset, I think, if he dropped his fight. I'm definitely going with Jack Shore.
Yeah, that's a good pick, bro. I mean, Joe Anderson Brito, minus 165 favorite, won his last 4 fights. He's a finisher, bro. Jack Shore won his last fight against Makwan Amir Khani, plus 140 underdog, 17-1-0. This fight could go either way, man. But I'm going to give it to the guy who is named after his mother, Joe Anderson. And I think he's going to win by club and sub, second round.
Man, because I like the matchmaking here. They did definitely a good one here because Brito is definitely ranked higher than Jack Shore, but Shore's trying to take that ranking. And Brito, I counted him out against Andre Fili, and I never pick Andre Fili. I picked Fili in that fight, and what did he do? He sniped him out first round. So,
yeah, and then when he hit the scene, I think he lost to Bill Algeo, which was kind of weird. So if it goes into deep waters, bro, Jack Shore could win this fight, getting him, decision. I think he could definitely win that.
I could see a split decision.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the guy named after his mom, Joe Anderson.
Yeah,
very close. Yeah, it could be a close one. These guys are very. I mean, it's a tough call, but it's necessary. The matchmaking's great. So, matchmaking continues to be good here with the main card kicking off with Kyle Barallo, surging contender. He's like the son of. He's like Paulo Costa. Kyle Barallo has to be related to Paulo Costa, right?
Yeah, I think I think they have the same father.
Oh my god.
Some way or somehow, yeah. Hey, but Cowboy Oliveira has like 7 baby mamas that live like in the same neighborhood, right? Remember that story?
That's actually their dad, to be honest with you.
See, it's like that's ultimate alpha male shit right there. True alpha male shit.
It's the truth. The truth shall set you free. No, but who you got on this one, guys?
I can't pick against Paul Craig, but I know Paul Craig goes out on his shield, and Kyle Barallo might just catch him with just whatever, like a jab, or catch him, drop him, like hammer fist, you know what I mean? Hammer him out. But Paul Craig goes to the ground. It's going to get interesting. Barallo's very skilled there. I see this fight going all over the place, and somebody's getting finished. I'm not picking against my boy Paul Craig. I got Paul Craig.
I have the natural fight decision.
I'm going with Chao Barallo, dude. It's a big stage, minus 450 heavy favorite, 15-1-0, going against Paul Craig. He lost his last fight against Brendan Allen, submission, which I didn't think was going to happen, bro. He looked great against Andre Muniz, but that fight against Brendan Allen, he looked horrible, dude, on the ground, on his feet. He couldn't take it standing, and then he kept pulling guard, and he ended up getting fucked up. I don't think that's going to happen with Chao Barallo. I think Barallo's going to go in there and finish him probably in the second round. Club and sub.
Nope.
Yeah, Craig don't like to fight to a decision. He goes out on the shield, so he's got a shot. But Barello, man, he's they're hyping him up. He's ranked number 15 right now according to Tapology. But I see that guy in a dominant win here. If he finishes Paul Craig, yeah, you could definitely see Kyle Barello against the top contenders at
Yeah,
185.
I want to see
Absolutely.
Kyle Borrallo versus Paulo Costa and who
Or
else?
Chimaev or somebody. You know what I mean? Like
No,
up there.
I want the guys that look like each other. Bogdan versus Anthony Smith.
Oh yeah.
We need to have all these fighters that look like each other fight their doppelgangers.
Yeah, that's what
Like
needs to happen.
Julio Ars.
And then
Yair Rodriguez or something.
the
Yeah.
UFC
Julio
fight
Ars.
poster, the UFC fight
Rahman.
poster could be like
Doppelganger card.
that
A doppelganger
Spider-Man
card.
picture. You know that Spider-Man picture where they're all pointing at each other.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Anyways,
because what did Julio Arce said the autograph he signed, it was Dan Ige or somebody, and he just
Dan
signed
Ige,
off on
bro.
it, right?
That's great.
and I asked that question because I've always thought that every time I see him, I was like, dude, is that Dan Ige?
I hope
That's
someone tries
funny
to
as
sell that.
fuck.
I hope that person tried to sell that autograph. That's great.
Next up.
But speaking of surging contenders, Michel Pereira coming off a ridiculous win, like unbelievable. Like this guy's making like a 2-month turnaround against Ihor Porteria. Absolutely, Michel Pereira will win this fight. But this is my lock pick of the night. TKO.
That's my lock, bro.
Michel Pereira.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Michel Pereira minus 420 favorite, 30-11-0, going against Ihor Porteria, who was supposed to lose against Robert Brizchek. He won by unanimous decision.
Robert
Yeah,
told us to pick Brizchek. Never again. Fucking never again. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. He didn't look that great, and I think he's going to get finished, and that'll probably be the last time we see this dude in the UFC.
Yeah.
Pereira submission round 2, bro.
Yeah. Round 2.
Yeah, Brizik, Rob, why'd you do that to us? You ruined my tapology on that pick alone. But
I'm going Pereira, TKO, second round.
Yep, some
Pereira via sweet chin music, Pereira.
Yeah,
Let's
any
put
way
it that
he
way.
wants.
Yeah. But main card moving on, light heavyweight Anthony Smith. Honestly, I don't think he should be back in there in the saddle this quick, especially against this guy and Vitor Petrino. Man, Anthony Smith got KO'd. He got KO'd pretty bad last time, and I know he's a company man. Like, they give him the call. He's going to take the fight. He's not going to turn anybody down. But this is a very bad matchup for him.
It's a very bad matchup for him.
Like, he could be face planted here. You know what I mean?
Oh, he will be. He will be. I'm calling it now. Vitor Perino, first round finish of Anthony Smith. It could be second round, but I don't know, dude. I think Anthony Smith is chinny now, and this is going to be his swan song, bro. He might actually have one more fight after that, and I'd love to see him fight Bogdan, but I doubt it, man. I don't think he comes back after this, bro. I think it's going to be that much of a devastating knockout that it's people are going to say like, yo, it's time to hang it up.
Yeah, because I mean, he's
it's not gonna be pretty at all, guys. I feel bad.
Well,
for
he
Smith.
said he's according to Anthony Smith, he said he hates all MMA fans, and all MMA fans and media are stupid, and like he's gonna have some type of excuse for getting KO'd, right? Because he always has like some kind of thing where, oh yeah, this guy, whatever. If I was in,
he's gonna say that Bogdan stole his power, bro.
Right?
Well, Anthony Smith could come out like fucking, gates of hell here and just starch out Petrino. Let's not rule that out because it may in fact happen. But
this is my second lock. Second lock.
Moving on to co-main, very deserving. Jonathan Martinez. He's been on a fucking tear lately. Unfortunately, he does have to meet the King of Rio in Rio, which is pretty cool. Like, I'm sure Jonathan Martinez probably looked up to Jose Aldo. You know what I mean? Coming up in the game, and who didn't, especially no matter what weight class you're at. But I didn't think Jose Aldo would ever fight in the UFC again. But it's kind of like, the UFC showing respect to Jose, and they're like, yeah, we need you to come back for premier card here. And say he does start out at Jonathan Martinez. What a better way to walk out. Jose, I think, in a big win, he walks away, right? Ultimately, my pick is Jose Aldo.
Really?
Like, I'm not picking Martinez in the fight. Yeah,
Same
I think.
here. I've seen him fight
think
live,
Aldo-
so I know what's gonna happen. It's
Yeah, I
gonna be
mean,
some old school
Martinez,
Aldo.
bro, is known for his leg kicks, and Jose Aldo
So
is
is
known
Aldo.
for checking leg kicks. So I don't know, bro. This is an interesting matchup. I think Jonathan Martinez is younger, wants it more. I think he's gonna pull it off. Um, I'm gonna go by decision, man. But again,
It's a 5-round fight.
I'm gonna lean on Brazilians winning all of the entire card. These are just my tap picks for
Or I'm
now.
sorry, no, it is a 3-round fight. My bad. I thought it was a five in a fiver. I kind of would maybe lean towards Martinez, but in the 3-round fight, I'm definitely favoring Jose Aldo. I think that first round is going to be very
Aldo by
like.
defense
I mean,
only.
like everything's like Jonathan Martinez is going for the kill. Like he's a young up and coming killer. Like where he's ranked right now, this is his big moment. This is like this is it. You're in the big time. This is the big time.
I
Fighting
don't
a
see I just
legend.
don't see it happening, bro. I just don't.
Yeah.
Being 37, having fought in almost 2 years, Jonathan Martinez just been fought last 6 months ago, and he's just on a massive fight streak, and he
Fuck
keeps
yeah, dude.
improving every time
Yep.
we see this guy. So I don't know, man. If Jose Aldo's improved or what his training camp's been like, this dude's always ready to go, no matter what. But you got to remember, his last 2 fights have been in the boxing world, and he looked like crap, bro.
Yes, he did.
He won, but he looked like crap. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think. I think this is just his way to say goodbye. And
Hey, but it would be sad as fuck though if Johnson Martinez smokes him out in Rio. Like it'd be sad. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I'm hoping for the best.
I'm hoping
Like,
if it's a decision. That way we see him go out with dignity, not like on his
Yeah.
shield, man. I don't want to
Yeah,
see that,
straight
bro.
up.
Just like I don't want to see Tyson. I don't want to see Jose Aldo getting
Exactly.
finished.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rule out the young killer and Jonathan Martinez, but like I said, it's this is a big stage for him. I don't think this is probably the biggest fight. That he probably never thought this opportunity would come, and they got lined up with Jose Aldo, so of course he's gonna take it. He's got a lot to prove on Saturday against a legend. It'd be great to see him do that, to do it big. But like I said, on the other side of the coin, he's sad. See Aldo just get starched out in Rio. Like, come on.
And it would be cool to see Jose Aldo win on top, bro, on top of the world. But I don't know, man.
Yeah. I like Jose Aldo in the fight, though. Very close fight if it does go to a decision.
Aldo by knee.
Yeah. But the flyweight championship is on the line. Alexander Pantoja against an unlikely contender who kind of came out of nowhere, but the guy deserves the shot. He may, in fact, might have his Weidman moment in Brazil, but Pantoja, man, he's a motherfucker, man. Like just seeing his training, like just gets me tired, like watching his training regimen. You know what I mean? But Ursig, what's the character from The Office that everybody's talking about, comparing him to? Like,
I've never seen The Office, bro.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, like this dude, like he's there for a reason. You know what I mean? So in fact, if he does, I don't think the fight does go 5 rounds, but Pantoja, man, like the first couple rounds, like that. Well, he's proven that he can. He's got the 5-round experience. Ursig doesn't have the 5-round experience, so if it drags out, I could see Pantoja just drag it, win a decision. But Pantoja takes that back, man, or you know what I mean? Like there's a chance he can get this shit done early. I'm picking Alexander Pantoja. I can't pick against that guy's got a lot to prove, man. Like he came from nothing too. He's another like story where this is like his dream come true, is this particular fight on this card in Rio. So big stage, man. I think he'll live up to the moment and retain that belt.
Yeah, Alejandro Pantoja, 27-5-0, minus 250 champ on a tear, fighting against Steve Ursig, plus 200 underdog, coming out of nowhere, man, literally out of nowhere,
Right.
Climbing up the rankings. And the dude is, I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't think he's got what it takes to beat Pantoja. He's got, I think he has better hands. He's got better striking, man. As far as like
dude,
that jab is a killer, bro. That jab is a killer. But I don't think he's gonna have that tool, man. Pantoja is just gonna be relentless with the takedowns and probably find a way to get his back and maybe finish him. I'm seeing a finish, bro. I think he's gonna finish him probably 3rd round, submit him, club and sub. I don't know, man, but this is a huge mountain for Usyk to climb, and if he climbs it, hey, you know what? More power to you, bro. That'd be a Cinderella story, man. And I'd love to see it, but I don't know, dude. I just don't see it. The level of fighters that Pantoja has fought and defended against,
very
it's
high
just-
level.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It's nothing that Steve has faced yet at all. So I just can't do it. You know, the guy who's fighting on the opening the event, Alessandro Cosa, he fought him and took him to a decision, bro. That was 5 months ago. How much has he improved from now between now and then? You know, 5 months. You think he's at a championship caliber level? Maybe he's always has been, but you know, fights like that kind of give it away from me. Give that picture away from me. Is that, you know, I'd like to see him win.
Yeah,
kind of, but I don't think it's happening, bro.
I don't think it's either gonna. No, it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Remember that the opener, the guy who's opening the fight, took him to a decision.
Yeah, Pantoja is savage, man. He's an animal. You know, just his path to him earning the belt, like he ain't gonna let that shit go easy, man. And yeah, the way Usyk came up, it's proper that he does get the shot. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Happy for guys like him that do get the shot, because a lot of times it's rematch after rematch. But you know, Pantoja sort of cleared everybody out, and Usyk gets that shot. But it means a lot to Pantoja to hold that belt. And man, I think, you know, the big moments, he's arrived, man. And like people that are real fight fans that understand that, like, it's about legacy. Like Pantoja's leaving that legacy at that division, and he's cleared out and fought the best of the best. So Steve Usyk, it would be a major upset, Chris Weidman style moment if he does win the fight. You know what I mean?
Sean Strickland style moment, bro. Just coming out of nowhere and taking that moment and running with it, bro. I mean, it'll shock entire Brazil, and those Brazilian fans, dude. I don't know if he'll make it out of that venue.
You won't make it out of the venue live.
Well, if he does, I think he did say he's like, I'm prepared to get like hit with bottles and beers and shit if I'm walking out with the title. Yeah. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes down in Brazil. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like they love their people, and they haven't been back to Rio in quite some time, so they're gonna show out, and this is a big event, big time for Pantoja, big moment for him. So Usyk, you're in the shot. We'll see what happens.
And still,
for sure. Yep. The cannibal is gonna destroy Astro Boy. He's gonna eat him out. Gross.
He's gonna eat him
top
out.
notch, man.
What?
All right, locking my Tapology picks. Awesome. Right on, guys. Well, time has caught up to us, fellas. We did a 2-hour show tonight.
Yep, we definitely went overtime.
Time flies when we're having fun.
It does. It does fly by.
Well, thanks to everybody that's watching and or listening. Really do appreciate your support. Thank you. And David, you know what to do, man.
Yes, indeed. Another one in the books. Episode 212. Every Thursday, we here, FightBookMMA.com. For all the latest combat sports news, you know where to go. It's FightBookMMA.com. For all our previous episodes or wherever you get your podcasts, look us up. Fightbook MMA, sitting ringside. Like, subscribe, share, hit us up. For myself, Dave Rodriguez, Mark Abby Miller up north, Rudy Lara, producer at Hand Down South, and Roberto Villa, El Jefe in the 505. We are out. Episode 212. Enjoy the fights. Later.
Real fight fan shit right here, baby.
Yeah. Really, the BMF belt. Let's go.
I love it.
Better get you one.
Get one, son.
Right?
Look at these belts.
I'm gonna get
I
a
got 'em all over the
Fightbook
place.
MMA belt. I'm getting the Fightbook
Exactly.
MMA belt.
That's what we're
Peace,
gonna get.
folks.
Later.
Later.